Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use Garageband, just the basics of how to set it up. So I've actually plugged in a set of headphones with a speaker in it, so before I get started, I'm going to hit my system preferences, check that in sound, that's the Microsoft LiveChat LX3000, they're the microphones I'm using, that's the input. You can see here that my microphone is registering sound, and it's also my output, so when I listen in GarageBand I'll hear it through my headphones. So I'm going to start up GarageBand now. When it's bouncing like that, it means it's loading, so just wait. That little dot means that it's open. You can see I've got QuickTime open as well because I'm using it to record. Okay, so this is a project that someone is already using, so I'm going to save that. Pets Podcast by Emma and Cannuli, and I'll close it. I'm going to start a new voice recording, so I'll choose that. Now, there's all these different types of voices available. I'm not going to use those. I'm just going to use narration vocal because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm narrating this video. If I hit record, you'll notice that this red bar starts filling up, and there are all those bumps along there. All those bumps are a picture representation of my voice. So I'm just going to hit stop, and you'll see it stops, and now it goes blue. If I take it back and replay it, I can now hear that. I can hear my voice talking back to me. Now I can hit the delete button to delete that, or if I didn't want to do that, I'll just undo it, put it back, and I can move it into different areas, and that'll give it, the bright vocal. Or if I put it down into here, it'll sound like it's in a coming through a megaphone. But I just want it in narration, so I'm going to delete these. I'm just hitting enter, and then now they do it. Now it's obviously seen that I want to delete them, so it's just letting me delete them without hitting enter now. Ooh, I accidentally deleted my narration voice, so I'm just going to change that over to, let me see, narration vocal. Great. So, hello, this is Mr. Lewis 123. There's my voice. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a software instrument. That means that the computer is going to create the instrument for me. Over here I've got lots of different instruments, so I'm going to choose a guitar, classic clean guitar, there it is. And if I go to Window, show musical typing, this keyboard here is like a piano, and when I hit A, I can hear the guitar. So I can hear different sounds there. I don't think you can. So if I hit record, so I just play a little track, and there's the sound of the guitar. Now you can use all sorts of instruments. There are synthesizers, arpeggiators, which are very cool, but you'll need to explore those, and they all work with the musical typing. So I'm just going to close that. Now that I've got a project, I can fiddle around with it. I can make so if I wanted to trim this a bit, so I just have my voice, not the bit where I wasn't speaking, where it was flat, and I'll have the guitar over the top. And now when I listen to it, well, while I'm at it, if you accidentally highlight that blue section, once it gets to the end, it'll go back to 1. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, back to 1. I don't want that. Click down here, bring that line across. That line shows where we're recording or what we're listening to. And I can hear my voice and the guitar that I was playing at the same time. So now that I've finished that, I'm going to want to share it to iTunes. So I'm going to share it as a song to iTunes. Just takes a little while of thinking. Give it a title. I'm not going to bother filling in all these. You can if you want. Then we share it to iTunes. and what it's done is it's put it into iTunes under the Garageband playlist, and it opened up iTunes and started playing it automatically. So there you go. That's how you create, record your voice, add music from instruments, and then export it into iTunes. Hope you learned a lot. That's all from me. Over and of course, I'm going to file. Oh, that's iTunes. Change it to GarageBand file. I'm going to save it. Cool, into my desktops because I don't really want to keep this, so I can find it easily and delete it. Close it down. Quit GarageBand, and we're done.